Hello my international friends, how are you doing today? So, in today's video, you are watching again the learning route, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about how learning a language can be extremely fun. At least in my opinion, I think that's extremely fun, because I'm going to tell you an anecdote that happened to me just yesterday. It happened yesterday. So, here's what followed on that day, yesterday. So, I have here a script with me, I wrote it. So, yesterday we were running out of fruit in the house, right? And then my mom, my brother and I decided to go downtown to buy some fruits, right? We went there and my mom waited for us on the outside of the fruit store. And then my brother and I, we went in and we grabbed our fruit, we paid for it, and then we left the store. As we were going back home, my mom met, by chance, an old friend from a department store that they worked together back in the day, And then we started talking, and all four of us, my mom, my brother and I, and this friend of my mom. And then, we were talking, and the guy was very nice. I didn't know him, right? Only my mom knew him because they worked together in this department store. And then my brother and I, we met this guy, right, for the first time yesterday, and we all were talking, reminiscing over the nice and sometimes bad experiences in ages gone by that they worked together, because I know it, right? When you work, you have both amazing and thrilling experiences, and also you have some negative ones as well. But it makes part of life, and so is with language learning. It can be fun, but sometimes it can be challenging, if you don't know the right steps to take. But here's what was interesting about yesterday. As the conversation was unfolding, I realized, I learned that this guy went to Italy to live for a few months, right? And then I also learned that he learned Italian there, and here's what I want to talk to you about. So here's what happened. As soon as I realized that he learned Italian, I started talking in Italian to him. Of course, I must confess, it was a broken Italian on my behalf. He has a perfect Italian, because he lived there. But I have a broken Italian because I learned once because of a friend I had. I had to learn Italian because of this friend I had. But I didn't, took all the steps necessary to reach fluency in Italian. But then we talked in Italian a little bit with this guy. And what is funny is that, even though it was a broken Italian on my behalf, it didn't stop us from connecting in a language other than Portuguese. Because, I don't remember if I told you already, but I'm a Brazilian guy learning English in other languages. Of course, I said learning English because we never stop learning a language. I've learned English already. I'm communicating with you guys here fluently, but I never stop learning. I will always learn English for the rest of my entire life. I will keep learning English, So that's the point. You never stop learning a language. And here's what I want to tell you about this anecdote, this story that happened to me yesterday. Learning a language can be as fun as that. Imagine you start learning a language, and then when the opportunity comes, you are ready. I wasn't extremely ready, but like I said, it didn't stop us from connecting, in a language other than Portuguese, and we could communicate a little bit in Italian. Of course, my Italian was very broken, but it was fun. It was cool, and I was very proud of myself for having achieved, even if a small degree of fluency, but I did. I put in the time back in the day to learn a little bit of Italian, and I never forgot it. So that's my theory. And of course, if you don't agree with that, or if you have a different view on that, I would highly recommend you and to leave a comment down below telling your opinion. But my theory is that I don't believe that once you learn a language, you will forget that language. Of course, you may forget a few words here and there, but the whole language that you learn, you will not forget it anymore. I think it will always stick in your brain. You will always have that language. So if you're really intentional about learning a language, I really highly recommend that you go for it, that you take the necessary steps to lead you to fluency, and count on me for whatever piece of advice you need. Because I've been learning language for over 7 years now, and I have a little bit of experience to tell you. And this is going to be the subject for my next video. I'm going to tell you. Well, should I tell you now? Anyway, stay tuned, because you will see the next video is going to be all about that, about my experience with languages and about teaching languages. So I'll see you in the next video, and hope I thank you so much for watching up until this moment, and have a very nice day. See you. Bye bye.